Before we get started with Luxion's inventory, everybody, I just wanted to give you a quick little reminder that we've got t-shirts and cool stuff. You can keep buying the merch over on teespring.com/stores/Scyushi. We've actually got a new store item, the Jub. We got a shirt. I set up a pillow just because it looks so cute and adorable. Sticker, I don't know why you would ever want that, but we do have the classic pullover hoodie, and this is something I've tried to do a little bit different this time, where we have Jub's face on the front, and then I moved the text onto the back. And we got a mug, which I probably want to order this myself just because it's adorable. And we got our first ever of the premium hoodies. So this is a lot more expensive. Thank you guys so much for the positivity and support. And for any of you that end up buying the merch, it really helps out a ton. I'll let you get back to it. Hey everybody, how y'all doing? My name's Scyushi and we're back in for some more Trove. Today we're talking about Luxion's stupid inventory. You'll have to excuse me. I'm still under the weather, still a bit sick. Most of all my throat still gets dry while I'm commentating, and I have a cough. It's just a dry cough. It's not really anything crazy. And you can probably hear that I'm still very congested. So probably only have like a day or two more of this. I get sick at random times, and then it takes me like forever to get completely and utterly over it. It sucks. Anyways, Luxion's inventory. Okay, so is this any good? No, you guys will just have to bear with me. No, it's actually not that great an inventory. And honestly speaking, I think somebody accidentally put up an extra 0 here, because there is no way that this is actually worthwhile. Like, Whispers of Chaos is an extremely rare weapon aura as far as the game is concerned, because if I recall correctly, I think this is another one of those items that you can rarely get out of the Chaos chest any time, any day of the week. Problem is, you know, I've opened like thousands of Chaos chests and I barely ever get any Whispers of Chaos. So it's nice that it's in Luxion's inventory. It's nice that it's tradable. As you can see, all the items that we've got are tradable this week, or this visit. Problem is, 200 dragon coins. Like, oh my gosh. I had a coughing attack before, like I tried recording this video once already, and then I just started having a panic attack when I saw this, that I had to start re-recording it. Is it true? Possibly. Oh my gosh, pardon me. But this is that's just so stupid. And then we got a Techno Tortoise, which is just going to be another tortoise mount. Another turtle, who cares? Mega Skater, which is a super lame that this is thrown into Luxion's inventory. Because this actually used to be gotten out of Mastery once upon a time, but we'll talk about more details towards all of these a little bit further on in the video. Then we got the Rebounding Ringer, which was a holiday mount from last Christmas, if I recall. I'm not exactly sure. Jiggling Gelled Sauce. I think both of these might have been around the holidays, but were exclusive to Luxion, I think. Because the earliest items that Luxion had that I recall was like Thanksgiving stuff. Like, he had turkey food. I don't know why. All of his items involved food of some kind, and it was really weird. Nobody, like, I didn't like it. Did anybody else? Not really. I mean, the thing is, you're going to have to get these out of Luxion sooner or later, so rather sooner than later, right? Just because Mastery is Mastery, and Luxion, honestly, like, I'm going to say this every single time that we have Luxion come out, in the hopes that eventually the devs will end up doing something about it, put more items in his inventory, or make him visit longer. Like, seriously, there's no reason that Luxion can't just be chilling here in the hub all the time and just have a weekly rotation of items, if not a monthly rotation of items, but he's just chilling in the hub, and he should just have like tons and tons of items. Like, it should be like Christmas every time this guy comes up, or if you don't celebrate Christmas, whatever holiday you prefer. Either way, it should be like the annual gift man who lives on the moon, and every time he shows up, you should just be like, oh, I gotta get on and grab at least something, instead of stuff like this where he's got so little inventory that most of it we can be very picky about and just say that he is a garbage man, because he still is. So anyways, Whispers of Chaos, way too expensive, but this is going to end up being the weapon aura right here. Is it good? No, not particularly. It's not my favorite. I guess I should say that. I need to rephrase, because I know that some people are going to like it. I personally, I like the aura. I think that it's cool. I just don't think that it fits with anything in Trove. I've tried it countless times to make it work with a character, but outside of if you're using like a Dark Infinian costume on the Barb, there's not really anything else that has purple going for it. I mean, outside of mods, and mods are PC exclusive. They're not on console or anything. Either way, you want to grab this just because I know some people actually like this aura. It's just for myself personally. I find it weird how it comes out of your weapon. I don't know. It could use a little bit more smoke particles or something like that. Maybe that's what it is for me. And then we got the Techno Tortoise. The reason why I said, oh, another tortoise is because we just had the Sunfest event give us a new turtle. And now we've already got another turtle that we can buy from this idiot. The defining difference being that this turtle actually operates like a boat and has a proper swimming animation. Instead of the one that you get out of the Sunfest event, not actually doing any of that. Yeah. It kind of sucks, actually, the Sunfest turtle just sinking. I bet you anything. I bet you I know what happened. So I wanted to talk about this. You know, nice excuse to talk about it now. I bet you what happened because this happens all the time. The new turtle was added to the game by the new developers, and they didn't remember to give it the stats of it actually being able to float in the water. It was probably just an accident. I think. So anyways, the Mega Skater, again, this thing actually used to be out of the normal Trove Mastery. I don't remember when they removed it, but it was a very, very, very long time ago. And it's weird because we still actually have the Golden Infinian one. So you would get this as one of the very early, I think it was the earliest Mag Rider you could get out of Mastery, if I'm not mistaken. And then they ended up swapping it out for, I don't even know what. And then the Infinian one is just a golden version of it, but it's this. Honestly, I would always, I'd always argue, I would rather have this as a mount, because Mag Riders, honestly, are just the most useless thing in this game now. Like, Mag Riders used to be cool back in the day, but nobody uses Mag Riders anymore. I mean, outside of making music, or maybe you have a club where you can't afford the portals, so you use the Mag Riders to get across long distances and stuff. But outside of music, these are just pretty pointless. And everybody uses a dance pad anyways, just because they look so much cooler, right? So then we've also got the Rebound Ringer, which, ding, 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 this mount sucks. One of the early boys, like this was the one of the earlier mounts in the, let's call it the bad developer mounts, because the devs used to make some pretty killer mounts. Here and there, they'll end up adding a mount to the game that they themselves made that looks awesome, but more often than not, you can tell these are dev mounts immediately because it's only like 2 or 3 colors and there's no shading. Like, all they need to do is just go and take the mods people create, and anything is just better than these. Like, even some of the really bad looking mods I would take over some of these. I mean, this isn't bad, you know, just because it's kind of a cat bell. I like it because it just reminds me of, you know, Mystical Ninja starring Gomon on N64. I don't know why. I guess just because the luck cats that you would collect in that game somehow remind me of a cat spell. But either way, you know, it's a bouncing mount, so it's not my favorite. I wish that it went the extra mile of actually having, like, wouldn't it be so cool if it rang, you know, and had like a bell sound? I guess that could get annoying quick, especially if you start just doing this, like, blah, 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 and it just go ding, 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 and just freak people out. Whatever. And then there's going to be the Jiggling Gelled Sauce, which is another, wait, where is it? Why isn't it on that guy? Is it on him? No. Okay, I must have messed up. Jiggling Gel Sauce. There we go. Oh, I see, because it was from the Turkeytopia, and you can click on this because it's a recipe that unlocks the mount, but then the mount is actually right here. So I clicked on this before the video to set up. Either way, it's another bouncing mount, so I don't like it. I guess at the least, this is a dev mount that has more than just one shade. But you can see the meat is very plain. Like, that's the biggest thing, is it's not even so much that the devs don't put any shading into it. It's that they put the least amount of effort possible into something that's added to the game, which overall to me kind of brings down the quality of the game, you know? Like, it's like, if you're gonna end up doing something like that, just add something that's already modded and, you know, just something better. Just most of all, I think that The reason they don't do that is because the way that they add modded items to the game right now is just overly complicated and clunky, with all of the back and forth communication between them and the modders and getting permission to end up using these items that are technically made within the game itself. Like, there should just be a way that we would be able to apply and get all those forums and legal stuff out of the way. And then if the devs decide to actually accept something, they just go, boop, there you go. They can add it to the game and they can reward us modders respectively, or not. I don't know. I mean, I'd already just be pumped to have an item added to the game, let alone actually getting, I think modders get like credits and stuff like that. And they used to get some pretty OP stuff like tradable gold chaos chests and junk, which sell for a lot for some dumb reason. But either way, bouncing mount, it's stupid. I don't like it. It should shatter the plate, because otherwise it doesn't make any sense. And then Luxion's got his usual, which, again, I wish that at the least, you know, I'm fine with him only selling a handful of garbage, but come on, guys. They need to have him sell these. He needs to sell metamatter. He needs to sell sentient shards. He needs to sell any of the items that are otherwise time gated or extremely difficult to get as an alternative that you can buy from him. That's supposed to be Luxion's purpose, at least as far as I would be concerned. That's what the purpose is of a traveling merchant. That's what it should end up doing. Or they just need to have more merchants in the game. I don't know. But either way, so we got the Luxion style stash, which just unlocks like event styles, pinata styles, Luxion styles. It's just equipment styles. That's why they're so cheap. At least it's mastery, and at least they are cheap, but buying all 5 of them is not entirely. And then the Despoiled Vanity, you can only buy 3 of these, which arguably Despoiled Vanity is kind of, I mean, I guess outside of using it for gem augmenters, it's pretty useless as far as if you're just trying to get the Divinity costumes and the Divinity Dragon. Don't buy these just to get any of that stuff sooner, because you're gonna get it all eventually. I mean, I guess you could buy these every time Luxion visits, honestly. It would save you like a month or 2 down the line. But anyways, then there's going to be the Golden Horde Dragon Soul, which there are different tiers to it. You know, you can always just go to your badges and check the Golden Horde Dragon Ascension. And for each of these badges, you'll end up getting, you know, you consume a soul and you end up getting different rewards. But I thought I would just show you guys the maxed out dragon. I want to try and make a habit of at least just showing this guy off. There's a really good ally you can get out of it as well for new starting players that are using physical based characters. But this is the maxed out dragon. He's cool. You know, his wings are kind of weird, but at least he's kind of glorious. At least the devs went the extra mile of making him shiny, you know. But the VFX of the shots are really nice as well. And it's just, I wish it was just full on Luxion, you know. Even just make it gigantic, like especially with how difficult it actually is to max this sucker out, because you can only buy 15 each time and you need 100 in total. Yeah. Anyways, that's gonna do it for me. Thanks so much for watching. Very much appreciated. Don't forget to smash like and subscribe for more, and have yourselves a great day. Sayonara and stay epic, everybody.